Let's take a look at the tail of the tape for Lamon Brewster against Andrew Golota. Brewster says that at some point the romance with bigger heavyweights is going to end when he or another fighter like him shows that 240 and 250 pound fighters simply don't have the stamina to compete effectively in the division. As for Golota, he's in that category now, having moved up to 248 for his weigh-in weight for this particular fight. Andrew Golota is 37 years old, and that further emphasizes the point that this is probably his last chance on the heavyweight title merry-go-round. Rules of the bout with our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman.
The Lamon Brewster Andrew Golota fight is scheduled for 12 rounds using the unified rules of the Association of Boxing Commissions. There is no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight. In case the cut is caused by an accidental headbutt, we go to the scorecards after 4 rounds have been completed, and you cannot be saved by the bell in any round, including the 12th and final round.
Peace out.
Jim.
Here comes Golota, and this place will erupt as he emerges into the spotlight. Larry, after all of his various meltdowns, from quitting to never showing up, never winning a big fight, will he be forgiven for everything if he happens to win tonight?
Jim, even he says it would only be a start. A start, it would be a miracle if he would ever to finish. But as you said, he's one of the most talented heavyweights you'll ever see physically. But he's been undermined by his inability to cope with fatigue, frustration, and anything that goes wrong in a fight. And he is painfully aware of it, to the point where even he suggests he might not be able to deal with the pressure of performing in front of so many of his fans. Despite all of that, he's a 2-to-1 or more favorite to win tonight.
He came within a point or two of beating Chris Bird for Bird's title belt last April. He came within a couple of points of beating John Ruiz for Ruiz's title belt in December and put Ruiz down twice. Maybe tonight Andrew Golota finally gets over the hump, but he's taking on the ultimate survivor in Lamon Brewster. Roy Jones, after that desultory performance against Cali Meehan, Brewster hired a new trainer, Jesse Reed, saying that he needs to be better motivated. What does a veteran fighter like Brewster mean when he says something like that?
That means that at this point in his career, he can no longer truly motivate himself. He needs some new blood in the camp, some new fire up under him. A lot of times we get used to the same old things and we become stagnant, and we need a new voice in just to help motivate us to get us to where we want to go now.
Hard to imagine anybody could fall flat tonight in the face of a crowd such as will greet this fight. Earlier, they got a chance to see a fight for a vacant light heavyweight belt between Paul Briggs of Australia and Tomasz Adamek of Poland. It was a sensational 12-round war won by the Polish fighter. And Roy, these people are pumped up.
Yes, they are really pumped up. They're looking for a definitely following fight, follow up to what they saw earlier. The Polish fighter and the Australian fighter gave them a wonderful fight early, and now they're looking for a follow-up.
All right, so they're in the ring now, and we're ready for ring announcer Michael Buffer to start the heavyweight festivities.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the United Center, Chicago, Illinois, Don King Productions is proud to present, in association with the motion picture Cinderella Man, directed by Ron Howard and starring Russell Crowe and Renee Zellweger, in theaters everywhere, June 3rd, the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBO Heavyweight Championship of the world. Sanctioned by the Illinois Division of Professional Regulation Boxing Board. Secretary Fernando E. Agrio. Director Dan Bluthart. Chief of Boxing Ron Pacillo. Executive Manager Joel Campuzano. WBO President at ringside Francisco Paco Barcarcel. The 3 judges assigned to ringside scoring this bout will be William Lurch, Thomas Miller, and Michael Pernick. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, working in the 65th world title contest in his career, Gino Rodriguez. And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, from Chicago, Illinois, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white, official weight 248 pounds, professional record 38 victories including 31 knockouts with 5 defeats and 1 draw. He now fights out of Chicago, Illinois, but comes here from Warsaw, Poland. Introducing the challenger, Andrew Golota. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing camouflage. His official weight, 224 pounds. Professional record, 31 victories, including 27 knockouts with only 2 defeats. Now training and fighting out of Los Angeles, California. He originally is from Indianapolis, Indiana. Presenting the reigning, defending WBO heavyweight champion of the world, relentless Lamon Brewster.
Go. Come on, man, underway. Come on, let's go. Over here to the corner, over here to the center. Okay, gentlemen, you got your instructions. I want you to obey my commands at all time and protect yourself at all time. All right, let's go. Get it on.
In the scavenger hunt for one perfect or dominant champion, these are 2 imperfect heavyweights. Will one of them make us want to see him again?
Andrew Golota, for a very big man, has an excellent quick jab and good foot movement. Lamon Brewster comes out as the attacker and begins hooking and right crossing away and bombs Golota to the canvas with a perfect left hook.
And that was the smartest thing, and that's it. Golota will not recover from this. I can promise you that Brewster's going to jump right back on top of him. He's smart. He did a smart thing, get on him early. He
Set up for a first-round knockout.
Right. He saw what Lennox did to him. And you know that's the way to get him.
Second knockdown. This is the Golota who froze against Lennox Lewis.
No, it's not. No, it's not. This is the Golota that just got the hell knocked out of him.
By Lamon Brewster. That's a very good point.
He didn't freeze.
That's a very good point.
He got iced.
By a guy who came ready to make his statement and has just made it with 3 quick knockdowns of Andrew Golota. A sensational left hook performance. A big statement-making first-round KO win for Lamon Brewster.
Well, that certainly makes us want to see him again. To make the point I made a minute ago, we've always wondered why a fighter as tough and determined and having a great chin as he hasn't shown it on offense. And obviously tonight, he wanted to show it.
Well, the new trainer, Jesse Reed, maybe got his ear and said, you're a better offensive fighter than you think you are.
I told you, sometimes you need new blood in your camp. He got new blood in his camp. Somebody convinced him that he could go out and do this without taking all these punches, and he did it.
Jesse Reed, throughout a relatively obscure career as a trainer, has handled 19 different world champions. He knows what he's doing. He got a great performance out of Lamon Brewster tonight. Another look, Roy.
Yeah, he see him tilt and come with a beautiful left hook to the body, right off it with a hook to the head, beat Andrew Golota to the punch, and down Andrew went. Once again, you see overhand right, another left hook, tried to throw an overhand right and missed it, and here comes that big left hook to the body, boom, left hook to the head, just caught Andrew trying to throw his own left hook, and down he went. Here you see him coming a left hook to the head, a right hook to the body, and another left hook to the head that really hurt Andrew. And he followed that with an overhand right, and there's another right body shot, followed by another vicious left hook to the head.
There you go. Great
and
left hook
down he
there.
goes again.
And Golota was truly stunned by that last left hook there.
And I must say, there's that left hook that did all the damage anyway. A good left jab. He just kept the pressure on Golota, never gave him a chance to relax, never gave him a chance to get his head back. The left hook was superior tonight.
The left hooks that he finally threw toward the end of the 5th round against Vladimir Klitschko, he came out of the corner throwing them in the 1st round tonight.
And that's why I say Andrew didn't freeze. He just got caught. He got froze. He didn't freeze. He was trying. He just got caught. The guy was smart. He paid attention. He did his homework. He saw how Lennox Lewis came out and shut him out. He saw how Mike Tyson came out and shut him out. And he said, the best thing for me to do is not take all the punishment, come out and try to shut him out. If I shut him out, I'm a legitimate heavyweight champion.
So the Golota who took punishment in the first 2 rounds from Tyson and then quit in his corner after the 2nd round. The Golota who was blown away in less than a minute and a half by Lennox Lewis once again comes a cropper against a heavyweight who came out aggressively and took advantage of him.
And this is why I say people should take advantage of opportunity when they get it, because he had opportunities he should have cashed in on. Tonight we thought he was going to get another opportunity, but he never got a chance to get into the fight.
A big boost to Brewster's reputation, or does it get discounted because he was fighting Andy?
A big boost to his reputation. I don't care who he was fighting. He came out and showed true championship mentality tonight. He came in this ring like the champ. He attacked like the champ. He proved to the world tonight that he feels like he's a legitimate championship contender.
I feel good that the many Polish Americans in the audience got a victory in the light heavyweight championship fight earlier because they're desperately disappointed by this. Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official particulars.
Here at the United Center, Chicago, Illinois, the end comes at 53 seconds of the very first round. The winner by TKO victory and still WBO heavyweight champion of the world, relentless Lamon Brewster.
Well, you don't exactly have to be relentless when you knock a guy out in less than a minute. 15 out of 26 from the floor, so to speak. Golota getting off 11 shots, but only connecting with 3. Andrew was totally on the defensive all the way. Lamon Brewster was here with a first-round knockout on his mind.
I feel like we owe somebody something, Jim. I mean, I don't think nobody in the world expected this.
And now let's go to Larry Merchant in the ring.
Thank you very much, Jim. Congratulations, Lamon. Lamon, congratulations. Did you come into this fight determined to score a knockout as quickly as possible?
No, I just came in here to do whatever it was that God would have me to do. I want to give my condolences to you, because I heard that you had a loss in your family with your wife's mother. So my condolences to you.
That's very
and to Mr. Ed Weinberger, my first manager. He lost his son to drugs. And I just want to say to Carlene and Ed Weinberger, I love you guys. And I'm very sorry to hear the news.
Thank you very much. It's very generous of you, Lamon. Again, where has this Lamon Brewster been hiding?
Man, I said it in an interview earlier that I haven't been right for quite a while. When I fought Klitschko, I had just lost my trainer, and I was devastated. I did the best I could. I came out there, I was very confused because I was so used to his voice in my head. So being that he was not there, I was just kind of lost, but I found my way back to Jesse Reed.
But you've always had this great chin, which suggests great determination. But we've never seen this kind of tiger spring out of you offensively. Why now?
Why? Because I was reading the Bible, and God promised the children of Israel, the Israelites, he promised them the land of milk and honey. And the way I see it in my life, beating Andrew Golota, that was the only thing keeping me from the land of milk and honey.
Are you suggesting that because of the current state of the heavyweight division, that you knew you had to make a very strong statement to throw yourself into the ring?
Well, you know, I didn't put on a good show my last fight. I tell everybody that. I say, hey, you know, if I was a fan, I'd feel the same way about Lamon Brewster. I beat Klitschko, and the way I did it was my plan, but it didn't look good, but it won nevertheless. So then when I beat Kali, you know, hey, God said, I'm gonna give you 12 rounds. You got 12 rounds. So, you know, now I'm going forward to show that I'm more than just tough. I'm more than just heart. I actually got skills. And, you know, it was just Don took the chance to I'm sorry, I'm sweating. Don
All right, can we go? We want to show you the knockdowns. If we can get a monitor here. And you tell us what you saw both in your planning and what you saw here, and why you came out that way.
Well, because, see, I studied Golota's fights. He keeps his hands up very high. And I just knew that if I caught Golota, I know, and I claim, you know, I'm one of the hardest punchers in the heavyweight division, if not the hardest. And I knew that Golota was made for me. You can't stand in front of Lamon Brewster. You have to do like Klitschko and box me, or, you know, you have to hope I have a bad night. But he wasn't going to stand. No man can stand in front of me. That's suicide.
Well, whatever the mission was, this suicide mission, you have said that these big guys just can't fight slightly smaller, quicker guys.
Right.
So is that what you felt gave you the advantage?
Yes, it's like you take me, for instance. Let's say I'm a F-16 and he's a B-52 bomber. Yes, if I stood still, he'll bomb me to death. But I'm gonna outmaneuver him like an air-to-air dogfight, and I'm gonna shoot him down. And that's exactly what I did.
You've also said that you have to come out of poverty, the ghetto, welfare, to have this kind of mindset to do what you've done, especially in the Klitschko fight and now in this fight. Expand on that a little bit.
Well, I went over to Sabina Catholic School, and I was talking to the kids, and they all prayed for me. And looking at the faces of those kids, man, it just inspired me to just give everything I had, because I come from where they come from, and I told them you can do great things in life if you believe in God and you try real hard and don't let nobody tell you can't do it. And as you see, when I came in here, everybody booed me, but that's okay, because God was with me. And when he's in you, I'm gonna say it again, can't no man be against you.
Do you have a preference about who you would like to fight next?
You know something? Don King is going to handle that for me. Right now, I'm on cloud 9. I'm going to sit here and say, oh, I'll fight anybody. But, you know, in order to get the milk and honey, you got to be behind the checkbook. So that's what Don King come in at.
Thank you very much. Again, congratulations, Lamon.
City Refuge.
Jim.